Can the crowd choose stocks better than the S&P 500? This is something that I've been testing around on my Hebrew-speaking channel since 2023. Every 6 months or every 12 months, we do this form where people fill in their tickers, or at least a ticker, or depending on the way we ask them. And then we build a model portfolio as if this was an ETF. Every time so far, hopefully it will end eventually, but every time so far, wisdom of crowd was better than the S&P 500 since 2023. You think 2025 was different with all the volatility? Think again. 2025 was exactly as it was before. And why am I telling you that? It's because we are going to do the same thing on this channel. This is the wisdom of crowd performance versus the S&P 500 in 2025 year to date. The S&P 500 is up almost 5%, and this model portfolio went up 11.76. But it would be halfway if you would say, okay, but we don't know what are the stocks inside. So let's dive in. Here are the stocks that were chosen last time for the first half of 2025. The biggest one in the ETF was Tesla. There can only be 20 stocks. The biggest one was Tesla, then MicroStrategy, Palantir, you can see the percentages of holdings, Amazon, Nvidia, IBIT, which is Bitcoin, AMD, MAGS, the ETF holding them, Coinbase, Granny, the new Tom Lee ETF, Ethereum, Google, Broadcom, Nanonuclear, Affirm, Russell, and 3 or 4 more small stocks. If you want to know how they performed the stocks themselves, let's go to their performance year to date. These are the stocks, and this is the performance. Palantir went up year to date 72%. Coinbase went up 42%. NNE went up 38%. MicroStrategy 32%. AMD 19%. Nvidia 17%. Broadcom 16%. Bitcoin up 14%, or at least IBIT. Granny up 12%. Affirm up 11%, SoFi up 11%, the Nasdaq up 7.4%, SPY up 5.5%, the Magnificent 7 2.1%, Amazon 1.7%, and here we get to the laggards. Russell down 1.9%, Google down 5%, Salesforce down almost 18% year to date, Tesla down 19%, almost 20% year to date, Block, XYZ down 21%, and Ethereum down 27%. When we look at all this, we ask ourselves, is this diversified enough? I can tell you that these stocks are for sure not diversified enough, but if the goal is to win against the S&P, and of course there's no risk here because it's a dummy portfolio, then the task was successful because performance chart year to date says that it won. Why am I telling you this? Because as of now, for the first time on the English-speaking channel, I'm going to put down here a link to a form where you can fill out one ticker, one stock that you think is going to outperform the S&P during the second half of 2025. The form would be open till Thursday, end of trading, which means the end of before 4th of July. And then I will combine both portfolios, the Hebrew-speaking channel and this one, and we're going to get a model portfolio, 20 stocks. Some would be, one of the portfolios would be by the size or the amount of people that asks for that ticker. And I'm going to build another portfolio, a demi portfolio. Let's call it the monkey portfolio. I'll go randomly across, not me, ChatGPT will randomly pick 20 stocks, and that would be the second portfolio. We're going to check if you guys, the wisdom of crowd, can win against the S&P. 20 against 500. Good luck. Link in the description below, and nothing is financial advice. Nothing. If you don't know who I am, I'm Micha Stocks. You can see on the channel. Till next time. Till next week. Till I tell you what the stocks are. Bye-bye.